Rebel Yell podcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network as we are wrapping up championship weekend in WPIAL basketball. Our little get together here is presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Go local. Go with Edgar Snyder, helping injured people since 1982. EdgarSnyder.com. They have been fantastic sponsors, including sponsoring championship weekend and our broadcasts at the Peterson Event Center. One of them was an epic matchup in boys class 6A as we welcome in the one, the only, Danny Holzer, head coach of the three-time WPIAL 6A champion Upper St. Clair Panthers. Danny, congratulations on the championship, on another successful season, a historic season.
Thank you, Don. Really appreciate it. It's been an amazing week for sure. And last night it's almost surreal still.
You've done it now 6 times. You guys move into a tie, 8th all time in WPIAL history, tied with Clairton, old Homestead High School, and Penn Hills. Now with the 6 championships, 4 in this decade. It has been an amazing run. I guess I want to go back. You guys win it, the Open tournament in 2021. That was post-COVID, when everything was a little screwy, if you will. Mm-hmm. The WPIAL has an Open tournament since it was hard to have the normal playoffs with teams, some teams wearing masks, couldn't play teams that weren't, that sort of thing. So they have the Open tournament. You guys win the 6A championship at the AHN Arena at Peters Township High School. Great moment. Your 3rd championship, first since 2005. You guys in the mix in 2022 and 2023, but come up short. I want to talk about the year after the 21 championship. Did you have a gauge for some of the young players on your team and some of the players coming up through, which would have been in middle school at that point? Did you envision what has taken place now over these last 3 years?
We thought we would be pretty good for sure. I mean, when we won it in 21, we had a really good group that was very solid. But that's when like Tyler Robbins and Julian Dallum and all those guys, and Ryan Robbins and Jake Foster, Luke Marchinsky were in middle school, and our staff was saying, like, boy, when they get to high school, we got a chance to be pretty good. I mean, we can keep this thing going, and but not to this level. I mean, 3 straight WPIAL championships. Our record over the last 2 years now is 50-4. I mean, it's just been amazing. But to answer your question, we did think we'd be pretty good, but to think that we would win 3 WPIAL championships in a row, I don't think anybody could think that.
You now join the great John Sarandria, the old Newcastle coach, who's been followed by another great in Ralphie Blundo. 1987, 1988, 1999, Newcastle won 4 straight WPIAL Quad A championships. You guys win now 3 straight 6A championships. The only 2 programs, and this is going back to 1910, the only 2 programs to win 3 straight championships in the highest classification of boys basketball. I mean, that says something.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't realize that. Wow. That's amazing. Heck, 1910. Geez, you and I weren't even born yet.
Well, I was.
Yeah, that's pretty special. Wow.
I think what's really special about this one, you had a junior heavy team when you guys won it in 2024. So you knew you had a pretty darn good shot to repeat in 2025 with so many key players back a year ago, just about everybody back. That was not the case this year. We saw you, or I had a chance to see you a couple times early on back in December. And while you were optimistic there were still large question marks surrounding your team because you knew what you had in Foster, you knew what you had in Robbins coming back, the younger one, Ryan Robbins. But everybody else, this was really their first major taste of playing a significant role at the varsity level, and again, while you were optimistic, there were some question marks.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're right. We had 10 seniors last year, so we only had 5 returning players, and only Jake Foster and Ryan Robbins
Right.
played. Luke Morchinski was injured last year, and he didn't play till like the end of the season. So, and the rest of our team this year was basically our JV team last year, and we have 3 freshmen that dress varsity as well. So, yeah, with the minimal experience, we thought there'd be some bumps in the road. We were very confident that we would be good, and by the time February came, we 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 thought we have a chance to make a run because we believed in our kids and our program. But yeah, without a doubt, December we thought was going to be a bumpy road. We'll figure things out and then get rolling in January. But things just clicked early, right away, and the kids had a lot of confidence, and the leadership of Ryan and Jake and Luke Marchinsky as a senior um, really has helped with our younger kids. And yeah, as we were talking about, like next year we have 18 of our 20 guys back, and we had a good freshman team. Our JV team was 17-1 with all these with freshmen and sophomores and some juniors. So we're excited. We just got to keep working hard and see where it takes us.
I know talking to coaches, basketball coaches, even in the spring with baseball and softball coaches, a lot of teams will for in the spring early on head south, whether it be to the Carolinas or whether it be to Florida, mostly just to get games in because the weather's so shaky up here. But basketball, we still see a good number of boys and girls teams that head south around the holidays.
Mhm.
Um, depending on the makeup of your program, some just looking for good competition. You guys usually make that trip south. You made it to Florida this season, but I think for this year it was more important not for competition, but just from the bonding aspect.
Oh, it really was. We were 4 days down in Jacksonville. We had a great time. We went and saw the Florida one of Florida Gators' game against St. Francis, PA, and we went to the beach, and so we did a lot of things that wasn't really basketball related that really helped us. We played in a dog fight. The second game was our best game. We played a game where we won in overtime. We were down
Yeah.
15 at one point, came back and won in overtime against a really good team. So that was like the highlight of the trip for sure. And a lot of coaches would go away. You want looking for practice time and all that basketball stuff. We didn't do that this year. We just went down and just when we didn't have a game, we found some fun things to do. We didn't practice or anything. We just played games, and I wanted it that way so that our kids could really get to know each other and enjoy our company. And we have great chemistry from player 1 to player 20, and I really do credit our captains Luke, Jake, and Ryan for sure.
Yeah, and let's give Luke, as you mentioned, would have played more minutes last year, but he was hurt. But his game, you could see the maturation of his game this year as a senior leader. And then the other players who have just fit in perfectly, especially on the defensive side of the ball, in Finn Beggy, Andrew Gaither, Jude Ossie, and even Luke Rickle in limited minutes. These guys come in, whether they're starting or coming off the bench, keeping up that tradition of Panther defense, which is just suffocating, and getting it done on the offensive side as well.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the big things that we talk to our players about is just make sure you know your role, embrace your role. And to your point on defense, Don, we really emphasize and do. Our staff does a great job. My assistant coaches are amazing. We really are scout report heavy, and we expect all of our players to know the other team's personnel, what they can and cannot do. And to your point, those names that you just mentioned, those young guys, they really embrace it. They lock in on the details, and our defense, it keeps us in it every game that we play.
it's becoming a popular trend around here, and this is amongst the top programs. So I think that mindset is starting to filter down to the programs that want to be elite programs. But defense matters. Yes, stats are nice, but defense matters. And you guys have been playing that kind of defense, that half-court pressure defense, not giving opposing teams any room to breathe for years and years and years now. And I heard a coach say that playing that kind of defense, it's not something that, you're coached to do. It's something that you want to do, that you need to do. You can have a coach barking in your ear about getting back and playing defense, but it's something that you have to buy into 100%.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. And I credit our players over the years that and the culture we have, that when everybody comes and they get to the JV and varsity level, they know without a doubt, if they want to play, they know they have to guard people, and that just doesn't mean on the ball. We really do a lot of things off the ball. You got to know what to do and embrace it. We practice it a lot too. It's emphasizing practice. We have like getting ready for Newcastle on Thursday. We only had one 20-minute segment that was live, and it was grinding out on grinding defense, working to guard their guys. So yeah, and we just continue to emphasize it. And the kids in our program, when they get there, they know that's a point of emphasis. And I tell our players all the time, I said, we're going to make some shots in games, we're going to miss some shots, but if we get enough stops, no matter what happens on the offensive end, we'll be okay. And the perfect example was the Seneca Valley game. I mean, it was 15-14 at halftime. We were winning by one, and we were 1 for 11 from the 3-point line in the first half. So we go in the locker room at halftime, and our guys really weren't down or sulking or anything, because they knew, we only gave up 14 points and we're winning. We're going to make some shots, and we did early in the third quarter, and then that separated us.
Yeah, 42-35.
Mm-hmm.
You guys beat the Raiders by 7. All right, the supporting cast is the reason that and the way they have improved and fit right in perfectly. Big part of why you guys are 3-time champions. But let's talk about the two top dogs. We'll start with Ryan Robbins. I told you when I saw him as a freshman, and then more so as a sophomore last year, that he's something special, because he's a big man with quick feet underneath, and you usually don't see that combination at this level. He has had quite the postseason, 29 points in your victory in the quarterfinals over Fox Chapel. He scored 15 points, a team high, in the win over Seneca Valley that we just talked about. And then in the championship game against Newcastle, leads the way again in the score sheet, 16 points, a double-double, 16 points, 12 rebounds. He has really risen, if you will, to the occasion.
He sure has. I mean, he's an amazing athlete for his size. I mean, his footwork and his hands are amazing. And he has such a presence on the court and off the court with our team. He was a unanimous captain voted by his teammates, which says a lot about him. But he has taken his game to another level in these playoffs. There's no question. During the season, he had big games and was solid, that kind of stuff. But he was still getting into basketball shape with skill as well. But this playoff run, I mean, he's just been absolutely amazing. I think I can count on my hands how many times he put the ball on the floor too. We really work hard. Our guys do a good job of getting him the ball in positions where he can just score and not have to dribble. And you get a pass anywhere near his big hands, and he's catching and scoring. I mean, his hands are amazing.
Quick feet, strong hands, just strong. Period. I hate to be Donnie Downer. Okay, maybe I don't hate it, but he is phenomenal on the gridiron as well, and that's probably, I'm assuming, his future sport in football. Is there any danger that he doesn't come back for his senior year in basketball?
No, I mean we talked about it. He loves basketball, and he loves Upper St. Clair High School as a student. No, that's not even that he hasn't. We haven't even
Great.
worried about that. Yeah, he said 100%. We want to get him a fourth medal.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
we're excited about that. Yeah, and yeah, he's just going to get better and better and stronger and stronger. He'll be a dominant football guy again this year. I can't wait to see him on the line next year.
Yeah, I mean,
Heck,
dominant.
Don, you or I could run behind him and get a few yards.
Ooh.
Well, I could. I don't know about you.
Well, let me just say this: you could jog behind him.
Yes, I would, and I'd have room.
Danny Holzer, head coach of the Upper St. Clair Panthers. We talked about Ryan Robbins. Got to talk about Jake Foster.
Yeah.
Did you feel early in the season when, again, he has the experience. He was a big time. He had a lot of big buckets on that championship team from a year ago where he really came into his own as a junior. Do you think there were times early on in the season that he was pressing a little too much, knowing that, hey, until these guys get acclimated and can start chipping in, the onus is kind of on me?
Maybe a little bit, but he's just such a solid player that I think, and he's very smart. I think he knew in the long run we had to have a lot of guys be able to make plays. So he really wasn't worried about scoring points to get into 18, 19, 20. I mean, he averages over 6 assists a game. So the thing you don't see about him, his leadership is just second to none. He is just phenomenal as a leader. I mean, he leads the team in practice, and you could see he's our alpha. Like he's great with the younger players. He's able to get on guys at practice in a positive way to make sure they're correcting mistakes. He's like a coach on the floor. I just can't say enough about it. But as the season's gone on, he's just been rock solid on both sides of the ball. Just tremendous. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him too because he loves it. He's passionate about it, and he has a lot of colleges that are interested in him, and we'll see what we're. I talked about him. I talked about that with him a little bit, a week or so ago, and he said, I'm not even worried about it. Let's wait till the season's over.
Yeah.
That's the kind of kid he is. Like he gets it.
He had 11 points, 2 big 3 free throws. We'll get to that in a moment. Luke Marchinski, let's give him some love. 14 points, second leading scorer for the Panthers in the championship game against Newcastle. So guys get out to a big lead first quarter, but they come roaring back, and then it's tight throughout the rest of the second. After a big second quarter by the Canes, just a back and forth second half between two elite basketball teams. You guys are down 1. Jake has the ball around half court, being double teamed, loses the basketball. They go in, score on a layup. 22 seconds left. They go up by 3. There are a lot of kids, captain, no captain, junior, senior, whatever, who in that moment would have been hanging their heads very low. You call timeout, and he seemed extremely energized after that and just made big play after big play after big play in those final 22 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, when I called the timeout with 22 seconds left, I said, listen, we're good. I said, the number one priority, though, is we do not need a 3. In that situation, you're down 3 with, that 20-some seconds left. The natural thing, and a lot of teams take their time and try to get a good 3. I said, we called ISO 25, and then I said, let's get it in. If we can get it to Ryan, get it in there, score, we'll call timeout, and then we'll go to the next step. I said, if not, go to the basket. Do not shoot a 3. I told all 5 guys, do not shoot a 3. We don't need that. Get to the rim. They're not going to want to foul you. Let's score 2. We have a timeout. We'll call it, and then we'll see where we're at. And like they have all year, kids executed it. We called timeout. We got into our press, which we didn't do the entire game because we're not a pressing team unless we're in a situation like that. And we really tried to trap the first pass, and we got it and got a steal. And when Jake gets fouled, makes the free throws. So the kids executed it great. Yeah.
Yeah. Then his heroics weren't done. They come down after he hits the 2 free throws. And following a foul that did not put them on the line yet, he deflects a pass intended, I think, for the right wing. He deflects it out of bounds. So there's, now there's limited time. There's under 2 seconds left. So Newcastle knows there's pressure. We got to get it and chuck it. And they get it into the corner, and he comes flying by and gets a piece of it, the final shot, which comes up just short, and Upper St. Clair wins. So, again, after having his pocket picked, he makes 4 big plays, 3 of them defensively, and then the 2 free throws to get the win.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. He's done that all year for us, and again, it goes back to making all the other plays that are so important in this game, other than scoring. And he did it on both ends, and not surprised at all. He's a winner, and I knew he would do whatever it took for us to win.
Big shoes to fill once he graduates, as with your other senior, Luke Marchinski. But there will be a lot of feet jumping in, trying to fill those shoes with everybody else back. That's for another conversation. That's 2026, 2027. Immediate future is the state playoffs. You guys had a tremendous run in the state playoffs a year ago. It is once again a loaded Class 6A, and I'm not even talking about all those teams out east and in District 12 and District 1 and in District 3. Even here on the western side of the state, the top 3 teams from the WPIAL, you guys, Newcastle, and Central Catholic, throw in Alderdice, and then Seneca Valley as well. Don't want to forget about the Raiders. It is going to be tough to advance. There's 5 rounds. Each round is going to be rough.
No question about it. It's a 32-team bracket, and it is going to be loaded and fun. And we'll just take it one game at a time, one possession at a time, and see where it takes us. But I love our team, and I think we'll do well. We're looking forward to it. We're taking a couple of days off. We'll get back at it Monday and get ready for Saturday.
I haven't seen social media a lot since the game. Did you do that silly dance again?
I did. I haven't seen social media either. I don't really get on it too much, but my wife told me, she said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "Don't watch it."
God bless your wife for many reasons.
Oh, for many, I know.
Seeing you dancing in the locker room. Oy, oy, oy.
I think it's pretty good, Don. Come on.
Hey, one more thing. Yeah, you're awesome. Danny Terrio, wasn't that dude's name? Dance Fever, Danny Terrio. You're Danny Holzer. What was his name? He had the Danny Holzer hair.
Yeah, I know. Beauty school dropout. I can't think of the name. Yeah, Frankie Avalon.
Oh, Frankie Avalon's way back.
Yeah, that's what people. That's
Danny Terrio was like in the 80s or 90s. I think the 80s.
I'm not sure who that would be then.
Yeah, Dance Fever, I think, or whatever. Anyway,
I don't watch those shows.
You were busy resurrecting a college program. Oh no, I'm sorry, destroying a college program.
Okay, let's go. Let's move
on. Real quick, we're recording this on a Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, you're going back to the Pete. Your alma mater, Thomas Jefferson, in the finals, trying to win their first championship since 1988. You were an assistant under the great Tom Sharkey on that team, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yeah, 1988. Man, it seems like yesterday. But
what stands out? What stood out about that championship run?
Well, we had some really good players. John Ty, Andy Williams, and then Tim Stevenson and Dave Branchen, who I think is in the Hall of Fame at W&J. We had some really good players. In that run, but the senior year was I think Dave and Dave had graduated, but we lost Al Cooper in the finals to Myron Walker, who was a heck of a player.
Yeah.
But we had 2 big wins against New Brighton and Hampton. We had big crowds from the community. TJ's a great community for sports. When the teams are doing well, they follow them. And I'm looking forward to going down tonight. I got my TJ basketball hoodie ready to go. And I'm really pulling for Dom and those guys. Gosh, I hope they can get it tonight. I'm going to be pulling for them hard. They're good guys and they work hard. And it's their time.
Well, hopefully that delivers, because there was a lot of talk about Chartiers Valley, Thomas Jefferson, and Upper St. Clair, Newcastle as the 2 premier matchups. Mm-hmm. Upper St. Clair, Newcastle definitely delivered. we'll see what happens in the 5A championship game Saturday night. Danny, again, congratulations. Historic victory. Your 6th title. You're running out of fingers, my friend. Best of luck in the PIAA state playoffs to you and the Panthers.
Thank you, Don, very much. Really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
And I'll give you 5 seconds to say hello to Ralphie Blundo, who I'm sure is listening or watching.
Yeah, as happy as I was, it's tough because Ralph's such a good guy, such a good friend. We, believe it or not, we had an epic game like that last night, and we talked this morning.
I heard. Yeah, you told me. I'm not giving you 5 seconds to share your love with Ralphie. Come on. I want some smack.
5 seconds is not a lot of time, Don.
It's a special relationship. I have great respect for both of you, and they're going back to 5A, so maybe you guys could both win championships in 2026 or 2027. We'll see.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you, Danny. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Don. Appreciate it.
Danny Holzer, the head coach of the Upper St. Clair Panthers, the Fighting Panthers, as he would tell you. He's also their athletic director, everybody. Just, he wears so many hats and does a tremendous job in everything he does. Panthers, your 6A champions for a 3rd straight year, 4th title in 6 years. We thank Danny Holzer for joining us. We thank our good friends at Edgar Snyder and Associates. I'm Don Rebel. Thank you for sharing your time with us on the Rebel Yell podcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.